Have you ever woken up in the morning, looked in the mirror, and thought, when did those lines get so deep? Or maybe you've noticed that your favorite walk around the neighborhood feels a little more exhausting than it used to. Friends, I get it. Aging is a natural part of life, but here's the thing, we don't have to rush it. Yet, so many of us are doing little things every day that accidentally speed up the clock. Don't worry, though, today, we're going to tackle those habits head-on. By the end of this series, you'll have simple, practical tools to slow down aging and feel more vibrant than ever. Let's start with the first two culprits. Now, let's talk about something we all do, sitting. Oh, I know what you're thinking, sitting? Really? Isn't that just relaxing? Here's the catch, our bodies weren't designed to stay still for hours. When we park ourselves in that recliner or at the kitchen table too long, our muscles start to weaken, our posture slumps, and even our circulation slows down. Before you know it, joints get stiff, energy dips, and suddenly, getting up feels like a chore. Sound familiar? The good news? You don't need to run a marathon to reverse this. Start small. Set a timer to stand up every 30 minutes, even if it's just to stretch your arms or shuffle to the kitchen for a glass of water. Try a 10-minute walk after meals, it'll boost your digestion and your mood. And if the weather's nice, why not take that crossword puzzle outside? Fresh air and movement are like a fountain of youth for your cells. Now, let's move to habit number 2, reaching for sugary snacks. Oh, I'm guilty of this too. That afternoon cookie or slice of cake feels comforting, right? But here's the truth, sugar doesn't just add inches to our waistlines, it adds years to our faces. When we eat too much sugar, it sticks to proteins in our skin, creating something called ages, and yes, that's the real name. These little troublemakers make our skin dull, wrinkly, and less elastic. Not exactly the glow we're going for, is it? Now, I'm not saying you need to give up dessert forever. But let's get creative. Swap that candy bar for a handful of berries. They're sweet, juicy, and packed with antioxidants that fight aging from the inside out. Craving something crunchy? Try roasted almonds or carrot sticks with hummus. And if you do indulge once in a while, enjoy every bite, then balance it with a nourishing meal full of veggies and lean protein. Your skin and your energy will thank you. These two habits, sitting too much and overdoing sugar, might seem small, but together, they're like stealthy thieves robbing you of vitality. The best part? You're already halfway to outsmarting them. Imagine how much lighter you'll feel by adding a little movement to your day or swapping one sugary snack for something fresh. Aging isn't about perfection, it's about progress. And trust me, you've got this. Now, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one small change you'll try this week? A walk around the block? A new recipe with less sugar? Share your plan, it might inspire someone else. And remember, this is just the beginning. Every choice you make is a step toward feeling stronger, sharper, and more like the vibrant you that's still right there, ready to shine. You know, it's funny, sometimes the things we don't notice are the ones doing the most harm. Take stress, for example. We've all had those days where the grandkids are squabbling, the bills pile up, or the news just feels heavy. And while a little stress is normal, holding on to it day after day. That's habit number 3, friends, letting stress become a constant companion. Here's what happens. When we're stressed, our bodies pump out cortisol, a hormone that's great in small doses but toxic when it overstays its welcome. Over time, high cortisol weakens our immune system, messes with our memory, and even thins our skin. Ever notice how stress makes you look tired? That's not just in your head. It's your body waving a white flag. Now, I'm not saying we can erase stress completely, life happens. But we can choose how we respond. Start with something as simple as a stress reset. Close your eyes, take 3 slow breaths, and imagine exhaling the weight of the day. Try it right now, I'll wait. Feels better, doesn't it? And if you've got 5 extra minutes, call a friend who makes you laugh or jot down one thing you're grateful for. Joy is stress's kryptonite. Now, let's talk about habit number 4, skimping on sleep. And before you say, "I've always been a night owl," hear me out. As we age, our sleep patterns change, that's natural. But too many of us brush off restless nights as just part of getting older. Here's the truth: poor sleep doesn't just leave you groggy. It's like throwing gasoline on the fire of aging. While we sleep, our bodies are busy repairing cells, clearing out toxins, and filing away memories. Skimp on those precious hours, and suddenly your skin loses its bounce, your focus gets foggy, and even your balance feels off. But here's the good news: you can reclaim rest. Start by dimming the lights an hour before bed, no more scrolling in the dark. Try a cup of chamomile tea or a warm bath. And if you're still tossing and turning, don't fight it. Get up, read a chapter of a real book, not a screen, and let your body reset. Stress and sleep, they're two sides of the same coin, aren't they? When we manage one, the other often falls into place. Maybe tonight, instead of fretting over tomorrow's to-do list, you'll try that breathwork we talked about. Or swap late-night TV for a cozy audiobook. Small shifts, big rewards. Because every time you choose to soothe your nerves or honor your need for rest, you're telling your body, you matter. And that's how we turn back the clock, one gentle choice at a time. Now, I want you to think about this: what's one stressor you can gently let go of this week? Maybe it's saying no to an obligation that drains you or asking for help with a task you've been juggling alone. And what about sleep? Could you trade just 30 minutes of screen time for 30 minutes of extra shut-eye? Share your ideas below. I read every comment, and your wisdom might be exactly what someone else needs to hear. Remember, friends, aging isn't about fighting time. It's about partnering with it. And every time you choose peace over panic, or rest over rushing, you're writing a new story for your later years. A story where you're not just older, but wiser, softer, and yes, stronger than ever. There's something magical about a warm meal, isn't there? It's not just about filling our bellies, it's about comfort, connection, life. But here's the thing: even the most nourishing food can't replace one of the most powerful anti-aging tools we have. And that brings us to our final habit: letting loneliness creep in. Now, I know what you might be thinking: I've got my routines. I'm fine on my own. And independence is a beautiful thing. But here's the science: when we isolate ourselves, our brains miss out on the spark of conversation, our hearts skip the joy of shared laughter, and our bodies, well, they start to believe the lie that we're not needed anymore. Loneliness isn't just a feeling, it's a risk. Studies show it can weaken the immune system, speed up cognitive decline, and even shorten our lifespan. That's how serious habit number 5 is. Think of your social connections like a garden. If you neglect it, weeds take over. But when you tend to it, even in small ways, it blooms. Maybe it's joining a book club, volunteering at the library, or simply waving to your neighbor every morning. And if you've lost touch with someone you care about, pick up the phone. Send a letter. You'd be amazed how a thinking of you can reignite a friendship and your spirit. Now, I'll let you in on a secret: community is medicine. When we share stories, lend a hand, or even argue about the best way to make meatloaf, we're reminding our bodies and brains, you're alive. You matter. And that's how we stay young, not by chasing perfection, but by embracing the messy, beautiful humanity of it all. So let's tie it all together, shall we? We've talked about moving more, cutting back on sugar, managing stress, prioritizing sleep, and nurturing connections. But here's the heart of it: aging isn't a problem to solve. It's a journey to navigate, with grace, curiosity, and a little bit of grit. You don't need fancy gadgets or drastic changes. Just small, daily acts of kindness, to yourself and others. Now, I want you to promise me something. Tonight, before bed, I want you to look in the mirror and say, you're doing better than you think. Because you are. Every step you take toward breaking these habits is a victory. And if you stumble, that's okay. Tomorrow's a new day, a new chance to choose vitality. Your golden years aren't about slowing down, they're about stepping into your power. The power to savor mornings, to learn new things, to leave a legacy of love. So let's stop rushing the clock. Let's start living like every day is a gift, because it is. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these habits resonated most? What's one change you're proud of already? Drop a comment below. I'll be reading every single one. And if this video inspired you, pass it along to a friend. Let's build a community right here, cheering each other on. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more tips on thriving at any age. After all, life's too short to let it pass us by. Here's to you, friend. To wrinkles earned from laughter, strength built from challenges, and a life that keeps getting richer. Now go out there and shine your light. The world needs it.